Cool. Hey everyone, I am out here at, kind of on the edge of the marsh in Glenn County. I almost don't want to tell anybody where this is because it's kind of like a secret hideout spot for me. It's really pretty. It's a place that I come escape to. I got shown it by a family friend when I was probably 4 or 5 years old. So definitely means a lot to me. The sand gnats are kind of bad out here, but that's all right. I'll live. But I'm excited to share with you guys an update just about what's been going on in my life in the last couple months and how exciting it is. I honestly would have written it all out, but I would have had to make like 3 different newsletters. There has been so much stuff that's been going on, so many events, so many places I've been. Honestly, I've been to a lot of places in the last couple of months. It's been crazy. So if you got my last newsletter, I shared with you guys Peru, our mission trip, the heart, all that good stuff. If you're interested in hearing more about it, please go check out our YouTube channel. I'll put a link right here. Go check it out because I ended up making a 4-part documentary series about the trip to Peru and the heart that we went to Peru with. Please go check that out. It's so cool. It really would mean the world to me if you'd go watch, these pieces of art that I've got to make. I was really blessed to record and edit. So that's number 1. Number 2, if you didn't know, we ended our summer season and we went on our trip to Peru. And then afterwards, this is kind of the winter fall season where we start doing a lot of events at the hub and there's a lot of random things that come up. And just like every other year, there have been a bunch of random things that I've done. First things first, we got back from Peru and started our work on building a mini ramp in the backyard of the Pierce home. So the Pierce family is like the leaders of our ministry. Doug and Marsha are the directors. And we started building a mini ramp in their backyard, like a half pipe, but it's a smaller version of a half pipe. We started building it back there because 1, it was a birthday present for his son that has been long overdue. But 2, he's building it there now so that when us guys who are in another house move in next year, we will have the mini ramp in our backyard, and that will equip us to do more ministry, invite guys over to skateboard, to hang out late, to have good talks on that ramp. Like all of that's going to be a great opportunity for us to just invest more in the kids and the young adults that come around. So that's kind of the reason for that. We've been working on that mini ramp pretty hard. We got it to a really good spot, and we just have a few things left to finish on it before it's finally done and ready to start hosting events on. Number 2, after the mini ramp, would be my trip to Missouri. I actually took a trip to Missouri with Doug and Noah. It was kind of like a retreat for us 3. And we went up there not only to just get away, because we don't really need to get away from what we do, our ministry. Everywhere we go becomes ministry. But we went up there to serve Doug's father and mother-in-law. They're getting a lot older, and they have like 13 acres with a log cabin on it, and it's a really beautiful property, but they needed some help with tree work. And so we went out there and cut down, 12, 15 trees and cut them up and turn them into logs so that they have wood provided for the winter. And that was such a blessing to get to go do. We went out there to serve them for a couple days. We spent a couple days fly fishing as well. And that was a big thing for me because fly fishing has been, it's been a beautiful part of my spiritual journey. Doug showed me how to fly fish about 5 years ago. And once he taught me and gave me some of the tools to do it, over the years, I've gotten to use people's spares, and then I've had people actually invest in me and buy me the equipment to do it myself. So it's a really fun time, and I'm really blessed to get to do it. After our trip to Missouri, we came back, and in about less than a week, we had our last stop of the VSM Triple Crown. So this was at North Glen Skate Park in Glenn County, and we hosted our final one of the year, and it was wonderful. We had a good group of local people show up. It wasn't the biggest Triple Crown we've ever done, but it was the best, in my opinion, because it was such a good group of local kids and adults that came. It made it really fun. I also got to win second place in my age group, which that's probably the last time that'll ever happen again. There weren't that many people in my age group who showed up, and so I got to actually win a trophy for skating in it, which was really neat. One of the coolest parts about the Triple Crown too is that I personally got to equip a team of photographers to take photos while I was videotaping the skaters. So I'll share a little bit more about this later, but as I'm moving in the next season, I'm learning how to equip others to do my job with me. So after the Triple Crown ended, immediately, like the next day, I got up at 4 a.m., went down to Jacksonville, got on a plane, and I flew to Syracuse, New York State. And I get up there and my buddy picks me up from the airport because for the last few months, we had been progressively putting out a few bits of content to promote what he's doing to fundraise for VSM. He was a part of our ministry many years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and he doesn't skateboard or surf, but up north where he lives now, after he moved out of Brunswick, up north where he lives, they do demolition derby, and that is his passion. That is his hobby, his pastime. That is what he loves to do. And so he decided that he wanted to get a derby car ready and drive it down, do an entire run, like drive it down from New York to Brunswick, and then get the car ready again and compete in the demolition derby here in Brunswick as a fundraiser for VSM. And so as he did that, I got to not only promote it, but then document the whole journey, ride down the whole way with him. There was some crazy stuff that happened. We lost a tire at 80 miles per hour. We got pulled over. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff. But it was such an amazing journey to get to go on. And when he got down to Brunswick, he actually won the demolition derby in both heats. He won his first trophy ever. It was, so cool. I can't even describe to you guys the amazing provision I got to watch God have over his life and what he was trying to do for God's kingdom. The beautiful part in that is if you want to see more about it, there's some information right here. You can go see different videos. But I'm actually working on a documentary to share the entirety of the trip. So if you just stay tuned, I'll send it to you guys when you're ready. So that way you can see the full version, like get a full grid. I mean, it's going to be a full documentary too about what God got to do through this guy and the journey we got to go on. So that was pretty exciting. Right after that, again, about a week goes by and we have our VSM Pickleball Classic. Now, this is the very first event of this kind that we've done. But most of our team, including our upper staff, has really gotten into pickleball. So much so that they've competed in tournaments in the last year. And getting integrated with the pickleball community here in Glenn County has been a big step for us into raising awareness about what we do. You know, everything that we do is based on fundraising. So people who live in Glenn County or live anywhere in the United States and know what we do, see the heart of what we do, we ask them to support us, not just in prayer, but also financially. And so integrating with the pickleball community has been crucial for us. In that, Marcia and Doug have really felt it pressed on their heart to host a tournament and make it a VSM fundraising effort. So that's exactly what we did. This last weekend, we hosted our very first VSM Pickleball Classic. I actually got to compete in it, which was so cool. I'm not that great at it, but I was very glad to play in it. And even more than that, again, getting to manage the photography and videography done to capture the event is one of my roles. But it was a beautiful event. I think we got to share our heart with more people. I think we got to play and just share the love of a sport with a different demographic. We're usually with the skaters or the surfers, and that's a demographic all of its own. But pickleball is definitely a different middle to upper class community. And so it was really neat to get to go out there and play with them and host a tournament where I believe God's love and joy was shown through every aspect and avenue of it. So that's been something that's going on that's really neat lately. As the year continues forward, we've got a few more exciting things. Obviously Thanksgiving and Christmas. Next year, at the beginning of the year, we're going to have our snow season, if you guys didn't already know that. And we're also going to go on a guys' mission trip to California. So if you're interested, I'll share a little bit more about that with you guys before it shows up. But please be praying for our trip to California, that we would have the support that comes in so that we could go on the trip and that we would be prepared in our hearts to go do the good work that God's given us to do. I guess one final thing would be in the end of the year and moving into this next season, I have an exciting opportunity to continue in VSM, in the ministry. but I'll be moving forward in a sense into a bigger position of leadership. I've been in charge of videography and photography for, I don't know, somewhere close to like 6 years now. I've been doing a lot of it for a long time, and I've gotten pretty skillful at it. But moving into this next year, I'll have the opportunity to be in an official position of leadership, meaning I'll be creating systems for it. I'll be teaching people how to do it and delegating out tasks and making sure those tasks get accomplished. And so I'll be kind of in charge of a bigger picture that we like to call VSM Creative. And in me getting to be a part of that, I am just really excited. God has really, really, really stirred up my heart to have a passion for it, and capturing the heart of ministry and what He's doing through people in an environment. Like it's so beautiful. And it's something that's hard to describe merely with words. That's why I'm using a video camera. I'm using my phone to record me, because when you see me talking to you and you can hear the tone of my voice, there's something different that passes along to you through this screen than just words. So I'm really excited for this next season and all that God's going to do through it. And I just want to continue to update you guys and keep you posted on what's going on. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you to everyone, all of you who have supported me, all of you that have prayed for me, all of you that are supporting me financially and have come alongside in that team to help me meet my monthly needs. That is a blessing. Thank you so much for that. It really does mean the world. Without you guys praying, without you guys supporting and giving, I couldn't be doing what I'm doing. So please just continue in being faithful to do the things that God's given you to do. He really is given so much glory by it. And on the other end of it, I really am so blessed to have people like you in my life, even just staying posted and being just somebody who cares and is willing to watch something this long. I mean, it's maybe like 12, 13 minutes long. I hope you guys got a bigger picture and scope of all that my life's been like in the last few months. It's been pretty obnoxious and pretty crazy, but it's been blessed, and I've just seen God's joy and peace overwhelm me more than ever in my life. And not to be too wordy, but at the end of it, I just wanted to ask if you guys would continue to pray for VSM and continue to pray for the people who are coming on staff. Right now we have like 6 or 7 people coming on staff with the ministry. Please be praying for them, that they would have the support that they need, that they would be sensitive to God's Spirit, that they would continue to grow in the good works that He's given them to do today. And just pray for us as a ministry and as people who have dedicated their lives to trying to be disciples of Jesus, but then also disciple others. It really does mean a lot that all of you are out there watching and praying and supporting us in this journey. So thank you guys so much. I hope you're encouraged by this video. If you are, please feel free to email me back, reach out, tell me about it. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. My number will be at the bottom below. Feel free to call me anytime. I would love to talk or share more about the ministry that we are doing or the upcoming mission trips. And if you want to plug into a ministry, if you're ever interested in volunteering, please reach out to me and I'll be willing to connect you with the right people. So thank you guys so much. Couldn't do it without you. Have a blessed day.